Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Mr. Fred and Friends. I got a great show for you guys tonight. We are definitely going to clown around because I have on tonight some of the coolest guys and one of the coolest teams I think out there. I just absolutely love these guys, man. The Psycho Clowns Posse. Now, it's hard to explain these guys. They are. I mean, they're just absolutely hilarious. Hilarious. I guess I real quick Ryan Courtney, Kenny Stewart, and Alex Twitchy Gonzalez which he is another one of the players that I plan on having him on here sometime. And Ryan Courtney and Paul Farrell, what a great bunch. And Stephen Snow, the first one in tonight. So you guys are just absolutely great, and I appreciate so much you watching. We're going to talk tonight to these guys from the Clown Posse. They are just great people and great players, and they've built an organization that is really cool. You're definitely gonna love hearing from these guys. They're a kick in the pants, to say the least. To say the least. We'll get more into some of their antics, what they do on the field when we pull them up here. But first of all, real quick, we got the Montressor Classic. It's coming up real quick, and matter of fact, coming up this weekend, and it's at Paintball Sports in Newburgh, New York. And all the teams that are going to be involved in that, I wish them all luck. I especially want to wish good luck to the Ottoman Aces and the Joker and the NYPD paintball team, Tim F and Lou. These guys, especially the NYPD, these guys have put together a team in their first tournament they had with us, their first 10-man, and that was at the New York Classic a few months ago. And these guys are great, and they've had that was their first too. They just put this team together, got out there, and man, they did good. So I'm looking forward to them doing real good in this tournament coming up because now they've had a chance to practice together. So I think that's pretty cool, and I am definitely looking forward to see who wins this tournament this coming weekend. One more time, that's the Montressor Classic. That's Frank and Jennifer Montressor are holding it, and it's out there in Newburgh, New York at Paintball Sport. Jerry Brownsfield, actually, is what it is. And then I got to congratulate Scott McDonald. They had a drawing. Adam Garner and Daryl Trent gave him a marker. I gave him one of my Hermesis headbands, and they had a drawing. The money goes to the Hermans, which is the kids' team. Okay, and they're saving their money up and everything like that because they want to do the World Cup in Orlando in November. So anyhow, I donated one of my Hermesis headbands, and Adam and Daryl gave them a marker, and they raised $2,000. So that's another $2,000 they got towards going there. So I want to thank everybody that jumped in that raffle for that, and I was very happy that I had the chance to do that. That I think was very cool. And then and I also got to mention the Master Blasters. I wish them nothing but luck. Kevin Donaldson, they're also playing because normally they ref when it's at Jerry's Field. They ref the World Cup. I mean, I'll call it the Classic now, but they ref the New York Classic a couple months ago, and they're the best refs out there. But Jennifer and Frank have their own refs, so the Blasters are going to get to play. Now they're going to be playing on their home field, so you guys look out. These guys know that field up, down, and sideways, and they play hard. So I wish you a lot of luck. And then next week, I'm going to have everybody knows I love the PBSL. Okay, PBSL is cool. I'm one of the sponsors of the PBSL, and next week we're going to have a bunch of the guys that run the PBSL. We're going to have them on, and we're going to talk about upcoming events and everything that they've got. So that's something I'm really looking forward to. So let me get my shout outs real quick so I can pull these guys up. And yeah, somebody said honk honk. I love it. That's another thing we're going to talk about. These guys are a kick in the pants. I mean, they all have horns out there. We'll talk about when I bring them up. Let me give my shout outs real quick so we can do that. I start every week with Mr. Tim Schloss. Tim has Gateway Paintball there in St. Louis, and Tim's where the WCPL is going to be held, and it's the last WCPL event of the year. and it's October 15th and 16th, and I am so looking forward to that. We've got all kinds of great people and some good teams coming in for that. That is going to be a lot of fun. You're going to have a lot of legends at that tournament because Tim and Terry and their son Greg worked very, very hard on that field, and it's just terrific. And Bill Bailey's going down there and helping them a lot to build the new fields. I think you guys, the people that are going to show up there, I think going to absolutely love it. And if you're not going to go play there, come out there, meet everybody, and cheer them on. Like I say, that's what makes paintball better is when we all get together and go show our support. Same thing for the Montresor Classic. Get out there, even if you're not going to play, go out and support the teams that are there. Let's show people that we're all united in paintball as a family. I think it's really cool. Then I got to say hi to Dan and John Colby. They've been my sponsors for over 30 some years. Started out Air America, now it's Immortal Air, and very, very, very cool guys, and very proud to use their product. I think Immortal Air is probably one of the best air systems out there because I watched over the years just exactly how hard and tedious Dan is when he puts together a regulator. It's just, it's amazing. It really is. Ryan Courtney, grow the sport in a positive way. I'm with you 1,000%, Ryan. And Ryan, believe it or not, you guys work really, really hard to support the sport. You guys work. I mean, I see you guys online all the time talking good about it. Every time somebody does that, somebody that's not involved with us sees that, and it makes it that much better. It honestly does. And we've got Jeff Thompson from up in Canada watching us now. Jeff got to play with the band in New York. Heck of a guy, heck of a player. Him and Martin enjoyed it. I cannot wait to play alongside those guys again. They were just absolutely terrific. Then I got to say hi to Mr. Bud Orr. Now, not much I can say about Bud. I mean, Bud has done so much in the past, and Bud is still out there banging away for paintball. And as a matter of fact, you're going to get to see Bud tonight. Bud's going to be on our show tonight with us. I'm a little jealous. He's got his clown uniform. I was going to go rent the clown uniform to wear, but everybody tells me I look enough like a clown without the uniform. So here I am. Duh. But it is what it is. I can live with it. Barely. And then I got to mention Tom K. Tom K was my second marker sponsor. He has had Airgun Designs, the Automag, sponsored me for many, many years. And then Rainey and Juvie Boucher, I mention them every week also because they had paintball news back in the day, something I truly miss nowadays. Back in the day, you could go out to any field 2 times a month. You could pick up this paper, and it would tell you what just happened, what was coming up, where the tournaments were, where the fields were located, what was being sold, what was new, what was old. It was like the Bible of paintball, and they did so much for paintball back in the day. And I just have to mention them every week. And then Randy Camilla was the editor for APG back in the day. He gave me my very first cover shot. I will always be grateful to Randy for that. Jerry Braun had Paintball Sport magazine back in the day. Now he has Paintball Sport Field. And the field, the Ponderosa out there is just a terrific field. That is the oldest woods ball field in the United States, so I am told. So that is one heck of a great field, I got to tell you. It's terrific. And then I got to say hi to Ross Alexander. Ross Alexander was my first marker sponsor, Line SI. I still got my original Bushmaster. I played my very first professional tournament, still 15-man. We played it. It was at, I believe it was at Jim Lively's Masters. There was 2 tournaments back in the day. You wanted to do Jim Lively's Masters or Jerry Braun's World Cup. Man, they were like family reunions. It was just absolutely that cool. I loved it. And then I say hi to my 2 young gun friends on the Hermans, Mark Gong Jr. and Jaden Gong. Mark Gong's kids, great little players, just absolutely terrific. And I just have to say hi to them every week along with Gino from Belkin. And the reason I say hi to Gino from Belkin is because Gino does an awful lot of stuff behind the scenes for paintball. He doesn't go out and brag about it or, toot his horn or anything like that. But the guy does an awful, awful lot for paintball, and that's why I have to mention him every week. He's really a really good guy. So, without further ado, I think I'm going to start clowning around. I think I'm going to bring up some of the coolest guys that you'll probably ever want to meet. Their uniforms, can you see them on the field? Pretty much. But I got to tell you, one of the nicest group of guys you'd ever want to meet. And not just nice guys, these are some damn good players. Take my vote. You hear the horns out there when they're getting ready to get down on you. You hear squeak, squeak, squeak all over the place. You better either run, duck, or start shooting because these guys are coming for you. So first of all, I want to bring up the gentleman who jumps on with me every week, my co-host. Please welcome Mr. William Bailey. What's going on, Billy?
Oh, same old, same old.
It's going to be fun clowning around with these guys tonight, huh?
Yep, haven't seen these guys in a while.
Oh, they're just a terrific group. And we get the pleasure. I get the pleasure of playing with Gumby in the St. Louis tournament now. He's Gumby is also a member of the band. And very, very cool.
Him and Mean Gene and Bud will be making the trek from California.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, the four of us. Yeah, me too. Yep. Yeah, we're the Cali contingent. That's for darn sure. And definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be cool. So what do you say we meet some of these guys?
Yep. Bring them on.
I'm going to start with a very good friend of mine and a guy. I'll tell the story once we get the show going about how I actually met this guy. And it's an incredible story. You're going to want to hear it. So please, everybody, welcome Stephen Gumby Santersola. How close was I, Gumby?
Pretty close.
Pretty close. Yeah, see, if I was real close, I'd have got 4 beeps. Oh, well.
Yeah.
And then another friend of mine who is a new inductee into the Clown Posse. Please, everybody, welcome Zach Arbuckle. Great picture of you, Zach. Yeah. I love clowning around. And we're privileged tonight to, I've never met this gentleman. I am very, very much looking forward to this. The captain.
No, it's correct.
The captain of the Psycho Clown Posse, please. Now, I got his name down pat, Rojo. Yeah. You guys laugh. I've been practicing this for 45 minutes, okay? Please, everybody, welcome Rojo.
Rojo.
Hey, everybody. What's happening?
How you doing this evening, my friend?
Doing good. I just got back from work, so,
Hey, we appreciate you. I knew you were jammed tonight. We appreciate you jumping on.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, my pleasure. I got one more clown that I want to bring up. Everybody probably knows this guy. He clowns around all the time. Even when he doesn't have the uniform on, he's clowning around. Please, everybody, welcome Mr. Bud Orr.
Hi,
guys. Bud?
Hey, you guys are not going to get off on me tonight. That's
Sweet.
I love it. Man, I got to tell you, you guys, your group, I'm going to start real quick where I met Gumby. A couple of years ago when I got back into paintball, about 3 years ago, Gumby came up here for the North-South game. Well, obviously, I hadn't played paintball in quite a few years, so my automag, it was frozen. The valve was frozen up. So him and Roman came over. They jumped in. Roman gave me a marker to go play the game with. Well, Gumby sat there and worked on my marker for probably 2 hours instead of going out and playing. Now, I never met this guy. This is the first time I met him. He jumped right in, and we couldn't get the marker fixed. It was just froze up. But he worked on that thing for 2 hours, everybody. That shows you the type of people that belong to this organization. These guys are extremely, extremely good for paintball. And Gumby, I still appreciate that.
No problem. I still have to fix that marker.
Yeah, well, I left
my butt.
I left it frozen for you.
It just needs Loctite.
No, I'll fix it. I just need it for a weekend. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I got a little nervous when you guys hooked it up between two cars to pull the valve out, but it
A
came
little
out.
finesse. That's all.
But it worked.
It worked. Yeah. Rojo.
Gumby
Sure.
will get it done. He'll get
Yeah.
it done.
Yeah. Rojo, you're the captain of this group. Am I correct in
I'm
saying
the new guy. I'm still adjusting to that. That's still I'm adapting to that, but I'm the new one. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
here
is it
we
like
go.
is it like a psychological beatdown or something, or what?
He's the new captain.
Because I've talked to these guys.
Like
Yeah,
that.
I walk away.
No, but there's I knew Rock, and knowing what has to be done, it's a little bit of pressure because I do know that this has to keep going and it has to get out there. It has to go far and wide. So there's a little bit of, we don't necessarily have to beat Dynasty at the next tournament. We just have to get out there and meet as many people as we can, as far as wide as we can. And that's going to be that in and of itself is kind of, I don't know. We got this though. Don't get me wrong. We got this, but yeah, I'm the captain. I'm new to this. And so bear with me. There'll be a adjusting period.
Hey, let me tell you, you couldn't be the head of a better group of guys.
I
Really.
That I know.
I mean, I've known Zach for a while. I've known Gumby for a while, and I've known Bud for a long while, like 36 years. So what you guys actually do for the sport, I think, is just terrific. The first time I went out on the field and I seen, Gumby has his suit and everything on like that, it just cracks me up. You would think, wow, you're not going to be able to play. Everybody can see you. But you know what? That guy goes out and spanks them.
Yeah, I'm amazed at how much I get away with wearing yellow. I'm surprised at how many people will come up to me and say, "I didn't see you." I'm like, I gave you every opportunity.
Tell
I
them the
really
ghillie suit
did.
story.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Zach.
so I'm amazed what I'm allowed to get away with so far. So
I love it. Go ahead, Zach.
Well, Rojo was the commander, the guy running the entire side at Super Game.
Oh, I sorry about that, everybody. I could have done better. That was a good game, and I love that field. But man, I got to go back there one of these days when I'm not dying. Let's put it that way.
He was standing out in the open, and a guy in a ghillie suit walked up to him, pointed at somebody on our team, and is like, "I'm gonna take this guy out."
Oh, that was Clover. He's telling me Clover's right there. I'm like, I know, dude. I know. Shoot him. I'm like, I can't. He's a fellow clown. Who are you? So I shot him instead. But he looked great. He had the ghillie suit on and everything looked very, intimidating.
Somehow
That's
or another,
why.
he just didn't connect the giant yellow clown in the middle of the.
You're going to be amazed at how many times that happens too. Or I think people think we're refs.
You know what? I was just going to say that too.
Yeah, I don't like that, but I think sometimes people think that. But by now they should know the difference. We're not quiet about what we do. We're not trying to hide.
Well, I look at it this way. If you think the rough's out there with a marker, he deserves to be shot anyhow. I mean, that's all there is to
Especially when he's shooting at you, even if it's with a pump. If he's pumping at you, with a cocker, you should be like, might not be a ref.
Yeah. But you know about them cockers, don't you?
It's a horn that confuses them.
Yeah.
That confuses everybody, even me.
I just think they thought the refs were doing a dead man's walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got to tell you, when you hear a bunch of those out there, it freaks you out.
Well, I love it.
I got to tell you, you're just like, what the heck?
That horn is a weapon in the right hands.
Yeah. And you
it
guys.
It's a rallying call.
Yep. Just like Gumby, he has the paintball family. He is, he's one of those guys, his wife, Julie, and his kids.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
just the persona of paintball. They just, they travel together, and they're just all so polite and good. You know, it's got to be from Julie. I'm pretty sure. But
I relate to that pretty good. I do a little bit with the fam too.
yeah, I mean, and his kids are so tall too. When I was down there, I was down in San Luis Obispo, and he introduced me to his kids. And I mean, these youngsters are taller than I am. I had to look down and see if I was standing in a hole.
I love his kids. All of them are going to be clowns. Hunter, how you doing out there? And Coda, talking to you. Love you here.
I love it. So, how long have you? Real quick, how long have you been the captain now? You're the new captain, right?
Oh, officially, I don't know, about 15, 20 minutes. Unofficially and kind of working on it. You know, it's been in and out of the works for a while, drama included or not. Everybody's been talking about it. So I've just sat here relatively quiet, you know.
That's cool. Well, how did you get elected? You got like the loudest horn or something, or what?
No, oh.
It's a long story.
Yeah.
He was the last one out of the car.
You know, I started playing. They brought me in. We started doing this. We grew everything. There's been a lot of drama lately. We're not a air laundry kind of team. We're just a pick up your socks, pick up your underwear, and move forward kind of team. And that's how, you know, that's how we're going to play it. So it fell to me a little bit. A lot of it was like Bubbles is my daughter, Oopsie's my daughter, and obviously Rojo's wench. She's my mistress. My wife doesn't play paintball, so you know how that goes. But you know, just kidding. She's my wife, but she's looking at me. No dinner.
You got a
tonight.
cot in the garage?
No, I'm sitting in the living room right now. The living room that I never use. So
that's what I mean. But after saying that, you might be in the garage tonight.
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah. I'm taking all the paintball guns off the couch tonight. That was the end of that. But no, I mean, I play with the family and I just do what I do. And I came on and since I play so much and I've known Krusty. I knew Rockzilla from the very beginning. One of Krusty's first scenario games was a game that I wrote 20-something plus years ago. So I was doing that long before that was something that people were doing. And I saw the Krusty and the Clowns came over, and Rockzilla and Pogo, who were the captain at the time and the owner, everybody knows Rock, they used to come over and want me, and I used to play with Argent Force. I know you, Argent Force, with John Smith and all those guys. Mm-hmm. I was on that team, and they used to come over and they wanted to go third faction. And I'm like, hey, this game is just all messed up. It ain't going right. You want to go third faction and ruin the whole thing? And at the time, I was like, oh, that's not cool, but you're the Clown. So, okay, let's do that. And that's how I met Rock and Pogo and all the guys. And from then on, I've always played with them, always supported them. And that's when they reached out and they were getting low on players. I was the one they reached out to and said, Krusty is a friend of mine. He still is. And he just said, can you come on over here and do this for a little bit? And I said, that's a really funky thing you're doing. And I got a feeling I'm going to get shot a lot, even bonus balled a lot. But yeah, I'll come and do it. And I was right. You do get shot a lot and you will get bonus balled. But I get it. You want to be the clown? You're going to be the clown. Not everybody likes clowns, and not even because they dislike clowns. I mean, you're playing a role that you better understand what you're playing and be cool playing it, because everybody hears. I haven't met anybody that's uncool yet in this sport. I like everybody, even the people that I don't like. I kind of like. So
yeah, there you go.
That makes any sense. So there's nobody that I really have no dislike for anybody or anything. So if you're going to come over here and do this and be nutty and get in people's face, and when we say you're poison and go around the wall and shoot somebody, you're going to go do it. You're a clown, and then go back to the parking lot. Dust yourself off. Yeah, clean up your horn and get back out here.
Friends. Yep. That's why I say, that's building paintball, though. Like the story I told about Gumby. The guy is just was so friendly, didn't know me from Adam, came up, jumped up, spent 2 hours working on my marker instead of out there playing when he drove all the way from LA to Sacramento.
Our family loves his whole family. They know that. I mean,
his family's great.
Yeah, they're coming over Saturday, by the way. So we do it
Oh, is that
like
right?
So, yeah. Oh yeah. So they're coming over Saturday. See you then.
Yeah.
And no, we hang out. Zach is in Wisconsin. We don't actually drive out to Wisconsin every weekend. So
Yeah, we don't hold that against him either, so it's okay.
that's okay.
I'm
Yeah.
from Wisconsin, so
But he's got
Yeah.
cheese curds.
Yep. I'm a cheesehead. There's no doubt about it. So
Hey, we love some cheese too. As Zach has introduced us to a lot of it. Some of it was actually pretty good, and the rest of it was the rest of it.
the rest of it, yeah, there you go. So Zach is one of the newest members. I seen the picture when you first got taken onto the clowns. Matter of fact, 180-degree smile. I thought it was fake, but it was actually you smiling. You were so happy. I thought that was pretty cool, buddy.
Well,
So,
it's kind of an interesting thing because 9 years ago, I passed the clowns at Living Legends, and I said, wow, that's the kind of team I need to be on. And I don't remember who it was, but somebody turned to me and said, well, you're going to have to move to California if you want to be on this team. And
That
I
might have
just
been me. I was lying. We changed that. That might have been
And
me.
so I'm just like, it'd be real great is if I had a jersey with all the team signatures on it. And that became a running joke. So for 9 years, I every single time I saw Krusty, it's like, hey, I want one of your jerseys with all the signatures on it. And I called him in February and I asked him again, and he's like, well, and I said, Krusty, it might just be easier for me to join the team to get a jersey. And there was silence on the other end. And he's like, actually, we're not really a California-based team anymore, so that might work.
You're welcome. I pushed that.
you're from
So now we have a
California,
cheese
though, right?
clown.
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I was born in Los Angeles. I live just still about 30 minutes north of there.
Got
You know,
it. You
I
guys
haven't
know
escaped
Alex
yet.
Gonzalez. You know Alex Gonzalez, right?
Twitchy?
No?
Twitchy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I could smell him right now just when you say his name. I more than know him. Mention him and his aura enters
Yeah.
the room. Yeah, I know Twitchy on, I don't know, if there's 6 senses, I must know him on 8 of them.
Yeah, he's. You could make it tonight, we were going to put him on in your place. So
He would have worked.
yeah.
I should have grown a beard.
Oh, I thought you did have one. No, it's just we're really glad. And this isn't the last clown show I'm going to do. But it just kind of rolls off the tongue. I like that. This isn't the last clown show I'm going to do. So when we do some more, we're going to put Alex on. But I definitely wanted to have you on tonight because everybody talked about you. And they said since you come out of your shell, you're a pretty interesting guy. So we thought that was pretty cool. I thought, well, I got to meet this guy, and then Gumby, Gumby is the one that said, Gumby thinks the world of you. So I don't know if you pay him or what the deal is.
I think the world of Gumby. Gumby's a good friend of mine, and I don't do a lot of the podcasts. I don't do a lot of these shows, but whenever Gumby's, Gumby, I mean, love you, bro. But Gumby, yeah, when he says, "Can you be on?" Gumby gets my attention. He's
Making me cry. I'm gonna cry.
I love Gumby, you know that. Hey, Zach,
I love you too, brother.
Zach, you're good too, but Gumby.
I love Gumby.
I've been Gumby's friend for years, even before this, a long time.
There you go,
I know, you
Gumby.
too,
Finally, we can see your
For
face
sure,
because you got that camo behind you, and the horns look great.
It doesn't look great in yellow though. Don't tell me that wasn't a great choice. Look at him. He's as beautiful as Oof over here or over there.
I hear he works at the work. He's an Ironman, so yeah, isn't that right, Gumby? You wore that to work?
Actually, I did wear it to Sony Studios when we had our topping off party.
Or did you really?
Simply because I knew they were going to take pictures.
I love it. Rojo, we haven't asked you, everybody that comes on here, we always ask them how they got started in paintball. So, you're the new guy on the block. So I'm going to ask you, how did you get started in paintball? Not with the clowns, but in the sport itself.
No. 1984, the beginning of paintball. Believe it or not, the Sheridan won, PMI won or whatever. Yep, that came out the same year that Splatmaster came out, or not Splatmaster, Laser Tag.
Flatmaster was out too. Yep.
No, Laser Tag. I believe the Laser Tag came out about that same year. So one year I'd asked my mom, God, if you knew my mom, she was a good lady. But we had said, hey, we want that tag thing, that tag stuff for Christmas. And everybody, all of our friends, we all agreed, hey, let's ask our moms, and our moms will get us the tag, laser tag. I didn't say the laser part. I just said tag. Everybody else got laser tag, and I got a PMI 1. So no shit. I'm still playing right now, but I was disappointed. I was like, wait a minute, this is not laser tag, Mom. But I went outside, I loaded it, and if you remember those things with the spring you had to cut, because the chrono was probably 450.
Yep.
So I went outside with a fresh spring, threw in a CO2, and I shot the bark off of a tree. I sat there and I said, holy shit. I ran inside and I called all my friends and I said, do not open your laser tag, whatever you got for Christmas. Don't open it. Tell your mom to keep the receipts. Come to my house. I have something to show you. All my friends came over. I was like, oh, man, check this. And I live in Los Angeles, and I had a neighbor named Charles. I'm not making this up. Charles is doing life right now in jail for bank robbery. He was that guy. But Charles was cool. But he comes over and he goes, what you got there, David? And I said, oh, you got to see this, Charles. Look at this. I'm shooting the bark off the tree. He pumps it, and he shoots me in the stomach point blank. Boom. It just drops me. No mask, no nothing. First time I'd ever been hit by a paintball gun. I was laughing, but not really. But that was literally Christmas of 1984, or the day after Christmas, 1984. So
that's when I started paintball too. Was '84. That's strange. Very good.
I think that it came to market like Mom could buy something. That's what happened. That might be because of you, Bud. Perhaps, not
Maybe.
sure, but it came very early. 1984 was the first that I remember there was a commercial, anything, and she found by January 1st, before New Year's, she found a field in California. I forget where, but she found it. Good for her. So.
Yeah, back when I started, you couldn't. I mean, there was hardly any stores. I got my first. It was actually a Splatmaster. I got it from Honest John's gun shop, and I bought a case of paint. The case of paint back then consisted of 12 tubes. That was the case, and it was $36, $3 a tube plus tax.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
and they came in the 10-round tube.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, you got 12 of them in the case is what it was, But I had a construction company, so I'd blow through cases of things. And then when the big cases finally came out, we're like, oh, we couldn't believe it, man.
We did too. People say it's gotten more expensive. I'm like, you don't remember what it used to be.
No, not even
no clue.
2,000 rounds now.
Close. Maybe the
50
markers
cents a
got
ball.
more expensive. Yeah, maybe the markers, not the paint. No way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We still play a lot of pump. We're those guys. We do pump or mechanical. We're
PBSL does that a lot. Yeah.
We
You're
own
down there
everything, but
Todd Whitaker down there? Yeah, I'll
Todd
take that as a
Rico.
yes.
Where are you at, Todd Rico? Are you watching this? Yes, I know Todd Rico.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
do.
big PBSL guy. I love Todd. He's great. Matter of fact, he hung out with Gumby and Mean Gene from autocockerparts.com when I was down there in San Luis Obispo. You guys all played together, right, Gumby?
Yes, sir.
There you go. Autococker Parts. Matter of fact, I got a shirt somewhere. I don't know. It's behind the other 400 shirts up here somewhere.
I have something over there.
There it is.
Believe me. He's coming over
Gumby.
Saturday too, I hope. Me and Gene, if you're watching, we're having the tequila party Saturday.
Show me that
Wanted me to
jersey
text
right
you.
there.
I haven't gotten around to it.
That
Gumby
one.
should have done it. Gumby?
Oh, you gotta watch
Right
the
on.
blanket for you.
You're not talking a lot tonight, Gumby. You okay?
Yeah, just a little bit of lag. That's all.
Oh, there you go.
A little spill here and there.
So
Welders.
what's been new with you, buddy? You looking forward to St. Louis?
Yeah, actually, I am. It'll be nice. It'll be nice to travel and see you guys again and play some good ball.
Yeah, you guys just went to did you go to a big game in Illinois or something?
Yeah, we did Super Game in Indiana.
Indiana.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Beautiful
Yeah.
field. My God, that is
Yeah.
one of the
Sherwood
Sherwood Forest is gorgeous.
Is it
That's
really?
for sure. Oh yeah,
It is.
Wow. I might have to do that one next year then.
Yes.
That sounds pretty cool. Did you
Worth at least playing once.
yeah. I know who the hell owns that field?
Smoking Joe.
Joe who?
Joe Stabeck.
Joe
Yep,
Stabeck.
Joe
Yeah.
Saback. That's what I thought it was. Yeah, he's an old time player too.
nice
Wow.
guy. Nice guy. Super
Yeah.
nice guy.
Yeah, we get to play. We're doing the WCPL. You know, Bud's on the band, and Gumby's part of the band.
I
and
heard
we're doing
that. Congrats, Gumby.
Can we
Yeah,
get
it's
him a
a-
band jersey that's
All I gotta
yellow?
do is shoot people. It's pretty simple.
There you go.
No
Yeah.
bad jerseys are yellow.
I wear this because then it looks like I got hair. But yeah, I know.
Oh, I know. Oh man, I know. We're all with that struggle right now.
So, Bud, how did you get your jersey?
Well, hell, I got this thing probably 10 years ago.
That's the OG
I
design.
think the
you go.
what was the president about 10 years ago? I can't
That
remember
was
his
you.
name.
It was either gonna that you're either thinking of Krusty or Pogo or
Pogo.
Rockzilla somewhere in that. You might be in that
Yeah.
zone.
Yeah, I went out and played a few games, and they gave me a jersey and kicked me in the ass and shot the shit out of me. But other than that, it was a good day. You know,
I banned some of that behavior. I don't know if I should have or not, but I've said you really can't just do stuff like that anymore. But maybe
Yeah.
we should. I don't know.
That was funny.
Yeah,
I
it
could,
was good. It was fun. You know, it
Yeah,
makes you
'cause-
smarter.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's good. I mean, you know.
yeah, Bud called me this morning and we were talking, and I told him, I said, yeah, I said, I'm going to have the Psycho Clowns on tonight. And he goes, oh, I said, you want to jump on with us? He goes, oh, yeah. He says, I'll wear my jersey.
OG jersey.
I'm glad
we
he
hung
found
up,
it.
And I'm sitting there thinking, he's got a clown jersey? And then when I pull him up in the green room, there he is with his clown jersey on.
And an OG one too. I would think Krusty be. If there's comments on here, I'm sure Krusty would be chiming in somewhere about now. I would think.
That's funny. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got to tell you
it's
though,
not-
Bud, you
it's
look
not
right at
just
home
a
in it.
jersey.
You do. You look good in yellow.
I am. It's got my name on the back, so they made it for me. So it's pretty cool. I was in tears. You know, I was emotional.
Well, that happens when you're wearing a clown suit, you know.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, yeah,
you betcha.
It's also the guys that have one at a time grabbed the torch have all been. They've been real careful with who they've been, and everybody's been somebody worth shaking hands with, or has really made an effort to go places and do things. And I felt the same way just coming over here. I mean, I wasn't always a clown. I'm not one of the original ones, you know. So I've always felt that way too. He kind of nailed it. That was a good sentiment there, bud.
Well, you know, that's just like, you know, we've got our team is the band, and you know, it's made up of we put people on the band that we feel are good for the sport of paintball. And you know, Bud's on the band, Dan Colby is, Bill's on the band, Tim Schloss. You know, we got some great people on this. Ross Alexander from Line SI, and Gumby. And the reason Gumby got put on the band is because, you know, we just watched him at the big games and the tournaments and stuff, and how he handles himself, you know, because I'm really into building a sport. And I think the clowns, that you guys really do it. I mean, first of all, you're catchy. If you can't see a clown walking through the crowd, then something is wrong with you. That's all I can say.
And it'd be good to the kids. Make
Yeah.
the kids want to play. Catch one. Don't overshoot. Don't beat up on them. Bring them with you if you can. Make the kids want to play.
Right.
You
Well, it's
know?
about attitude, though, too. You know, I mean, like I say, you can be the best player in the world, but if you're a jerk, you do nothing for our sport, period. You know, and the guys that we put on the band, that's why we're so very, very touchy about who goes on the band. And I'm sure it's the same way for you guys, the clowns, because everybody that I've met that has been on your team, I've absolutely liked right off the bat. They're just very courteous, great players, and fun to be around. And Zach's the newest one. Zach's not a band member, maybe yet. You never know. But Zach is
I could be the
God.
youngest one.
Zach is a clown. Hey, that just took you off the list by saying that right there. Where's it? Throw that out of here. Yeah, one thing we don't tease anybody about age on this one, do we?
The first time that I put on a clown jersey and walked onto a paintball field, it was me, one other good experienced player, and all rentals. And I didn't know how to go easy on the rentals, but I emptied a pod, and then I took the pod and I yelled "grenade" really loudly and just chucked the pod at them as hard as I could. It hit the front of the bumper, and they scattered like roaches. And they keep coming back to the field, and every single time I see them, they're just like, that was the funniest thing ever. And that's why I wear this for stuff like that.
Well, that's why you're a
You
clown.
wear that, Zach, you wear that because you're a nut and you're likable. You're a likable nut. That's two pretty big. We're not gonna try to get a 60-man to 100-man team in the future. We're gonna go the opposite direction. We've talked about clown caps. Get to the point we got enough clowns. I mean, do you really, how many clowns you really need? You don't need we're not trying to win nothing. We don't, I don't think you need 100 clowns. I don't know.
We don't have a big enough car.
Yeah, what you want to do is you just want to keep it so that it's an elite group. That's like what we do with the band. Same thing.
Smart.
Keep it very, very elite. When I talked to Zach earlier about being on, he goes, "Yeah," he says, "my clown name is Oaf." So I text him back. I go, "Well, how do you spell that?" And he texts me back. He goes, 2 O's and an F.
Has he explained that to you or where it came from?
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell us.
Okay, I'm telling the story, Zach. If you don't want to jump in, I'm telling it. Yeah, that name came. I'm not sure if you know this, but Gary Baum is also a clown. He's one of the original clowns.
Okay.
So paintball photography's Gary Baum is a clown, and he's let us hire people, name clowns, do what we do, just kind of travel. He'll talk to me, and when I see him, we'll talk one-on-one. But he's never given us much suggestions or what he'd like or direction. He heard that we were talking about bringing Zach on, and he said, we should name that boy Oof. Oof means out of focus. For those of you who don't know, Zach Francis himself a photographer too, and he is one, which is funny because we brought him over and I said, you got to stop taking pictures of me, dude, please. So, but he's a photographer too, and Gary Baum himself actually reached out and said, we got to name that boy Oof. And I was like, I'm not saying no to you, and everybody wants him. Okay. Oh, yes. Done. Over. Got it. Oof it is. So it makes perfect sense.
Hey, Gumby, how long have you been a clown?
2 years? 3?
2 years?
Somewhere in there? I don't know.
Feels
not
like
long enough.
For a long time.
Probably more.
I've known Gumby. I knew Gumby and Mean Gene for quite a while. So they've known us even before I was a clown. So they knew me back in the Argent days with Smith and all those guys. So they've known me.
There you go.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I love it. Oh, Zach. Did you put
Zach
that together looking in the mirror or something? That is so cool.
This is Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal.
That is so cool.
Here, I got one of these since I got a face I had made.
What do you think of that mask, bud?
It's cool. The nose got to be a little bit bigger, though.
What do you think of that, Bill?
Just kidding, Jack.
Rose traveling.
Oh, I know. I got my little staff that I follow. I don't know how to line it up here.
You got to walk on a plane with that. That'd be so.
I
cool.
wish they'd let me. They won't. But would if I could.
You'd walk on a plane, but they'd be carrying you off.
I walk around with this thing like a staff.
And handcuffs.
That's what I mean. Uh,
Yeah.
I love it. That's cool, man. Very cool.
Hey, Gumby, where's your mask?
Oh, I thought it was
Mine's actually downstairs.
Oh man.
It's being retrieved at the moment.
Yeah,
I don't
that,
think he wants to go downstairs. He's hiding
get
up.
it.
It's going.
is
It's on
Julie
its
there?
way.
Gumby,
Huh?
is Julie there? Is Julie there?
Yeah, she just ran out.
Who did you think's getting the mask?
Oh, yeah,
Boy.
yeah. When she
Who do you
comes
think was
back,
throwing the towel at me when I spilled my soda?
He said, "Oh, we're getting the mask right now." That had Julie written all over it, Fred. That had Julie written all over it.
I love it. When she comes back, put her on so we can say hi to her.
Got
She's
it.
Bubbles.
she is really
Where's the
great. I
girls?
got to tell you,
Aaron.
very very good lady. And like I say, Gumby, like I said earlier, man, you got one of the coolest paintball families that I've ever met. Oh, there you go, a little closer.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
That's the one I know.
That making a horn is kind of a rite of passage
She's hiding.
ritual.
She's hiding. That's the back of her head.
I could see her. Hey, Julie, what you doing?
Being the errand girl like I normally am,
You're great. We were
hiding
just
in the dark.
We were just talking about how cool you are.
Thank you. I love
All
you
of us,
too.
not Gumby, but the rest of us.
Yeah.
No, I know you met me. I know you met me. I love you too.
Right on, sweetie. Yeah, we were just talking about. I think that you guys have one of the coolest paintball families out there. It just when I went down to the game in San Luis Obispo, it was so cool the way you guys were set up. You had the kids there, and then I seen the pictures of you guys back in Chicago when you went back to the Indiana game. I got to tell you, my hat's off to you guys. Really are.
Awesome
Rojo's
family.
made it all about family, and I think that's what got all of us into it. Besides, my husband being crazy, but it's all about family. It's all about family and the kids, and
Yep. But that's what
if
builds
it
the
wasn't for
sport, Jerry.
Rojo and everything that he's done,
Yep.
Thank you.
but
It's true.
Yeah, I see. I see a lot of the stuff that you post online and stuff. And a lot of the stuff you see and a lot of the things that you do on there, that's also great for paintball. That makes a lot of people that might never know anything about paintball get interested enough to want to know about paintball. That's what brings people into the sport.
yeah, especially because they know what I'm a chicken. And they're like, "You play paintball?" No, I get shot and try to follow everybody with my camera.
Yeah, you get shot pretty good doing that, believe me.
But I don't follow
More than you
Oop
think.
because
Everybody's
that's too
making you
dangerous. Nope. I'm not that brave.
I just think it's so cool what you guys do, and especially you and Stefan, what you guys do for the kids. I think it's absolutely terrific because your kids will carry this on probably a lot longer than we will, obviously.
Bingo. That's somebody's
That's
got to
the
do
ticket.
this next.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we've gotten some of the boys' friends involved. We've actually got 5 coming to play with all of us at Decay. One's coming from Canada, one's coming from back east. So it's kind of cool.
Very cool. When is that one at?
Decay is October 2nd, 1st and 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
I still got
It's at SC Village.
Yes.
Yeah.
SC Village. I'm not sure the exact dates, but that's at SC Village. It's either end of September, early October, somewhere in that ballpark. I don't want to get
It's October.
this year. Good. Well, they used to have it in June, and everybody would have heat strokes. Remember that? And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
July, August, September. All right. So California's October now for and it'll only be 96, 97 in October.
There you go. Well, I hope it's early October. If it's real early October, I'd like to come down and do it because I have to take off for St. Louis. I think we're taking off there.
Oh my God, you're such a pervert.
The 9th or something like that.
I think he was talking to you, Fred.
Yeah. Well, that's not a problem. Where's my horn? No horn.
I
It
think
sounds like
that's
someone's horn
October.
already got honked.
Oh,
I only live 20 minutes from there,
yeah.
from SC.
Yeah, I might come down and do that if it fits like the in early October, because I'm taking off for St. Louis around
I think
the
it is the
8th or
first
9th.
and second.
First and second.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
I think it is because my birthday's the 5th. So, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll be
mine's-
100. I'll be 105 years old. Then.
Oh, there you go.
Happy birthday, 105th.
Yeah, we're pretty close. Then mine's the 24th. So, gosh, we're only 9 days apart.
Yeah.
No, the 5th,
Something like
11
that.
days apart.
How?
Wow.
What is yours? The 24th?
24th of September.
Well, it's 20. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah,
19 days. 19 days apart.
Yours is the 5th.
Yeah.
Then it'd be probably 12
Yeah,
days.
hey, you got to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it'd be 12 days, or it would be 2 hands and 4 thumbs.
Yeah. Well,
Now work on that. You work on that and then
two-
call me later.
2 hands and 3. Oh no, never mind. 2 thumbs. Twice.
You said 4 thumbs.
Yeah,
You missed that.
yeah.
Maybe like 16 fingers.
Poor Gumby's
Yeah.
up there going, "What the hell's going on?"
Like, I wish I had
Oh yeah,
some.
yeah. We lost Gumby at 4.
I'd have to round up at least 5 carpenters with those kind of numbers.
Yeah.
We lost him when we said thumbs.
Yeah.
Well,
I
mine's
love
all smashed.
Gumby, you're going to go down and play that one, right? At SC?
Yeah, I can do both. I'll be doing the Decay, and then Tim's tournament's like at the end of the month of October, isn't it?
No, it's the 15th and 16th.
No, it's the weekend after. It's 2 weeks after. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'll
might
be
come down
out.
and do that with you guys. Bud, if I come down and grab you, you go there with me?
Oh,
Yeah.
You
You can even stay here because we're like 10 minutes down the road.
Yeah, if you're gonna come down here, you're gonna stay with me anyway. So yeah, we'll go together.
Yeah, I'll come down there. I think I'm going to come down. We go do that. I think that'd be a riot. We play
Oh, yeah,
alongside
yeah.
the clowns.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah.
For sure.
Well,
Always.
yeah, they might shoot you in the butt, but that's okay. Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna make tacos.
Well,
Oh,
if they're going to shoot me in the butt, they got to be pretty damn
so
slow.
it'll be okay. We're gonna do tacos.
See, because you'll be
Yeah,
running
yeah.
way out in front of them. You know,
Yeah, sure.
I'll be
raced the-
pushing a wheelchair.
Yeah, there you go. I
If we were
raced
to
the
use
turtle
Bud
last
Orr
year.
as our point man all weekend, nobody would say anything. They'd be like, that makes sense. Of course they would.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Oh,
just
yeah, they would.
walk until you draw fire. It's easy.
Oh, I love it. I think that'd be fun to come down there and hang out with you guys and do that for a day.
They're
Oh.
a blast. They're a blast.
Yeah, let's do that.
Now,
Now, I want to bring a lot of people out there this year. I mean,
It's a 2-day thing, right?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Saturday to Sunday deal. And we'll be
Yeah, I
out
think-
there.
Yeah, I think I'm going to gather up my wife and we'll come down there and she doesn't bang away, but old Bud and I will.
yeah.
We don't care about getting a crap shot out of us. So
No.
We'll have plenty of wives with us that are looking for things to do when they're hanging out. So even the wives that don't play, we got, Julie. Julie doesn't play, but she'll be there, I'm sure.
cool.
I'm cooking.
My wife went to SC Village in 88 to 91. She went every weekend. And when I told her she didn't have to go no more, it took me 5 years to even get her to even look at the place. So, but I think she would come out. She would come out.
Oh yeah, Kathy's cool. I know Sherry loves hanging out with Kathy and Terry Schloss. What a great group. Diane
Oh,
Kurtz. Yeah, when we travel, we got the band, the girls, our wives, they all kind of hang out together. They all go shopping while we go out and play paintball.
They spend a lot of money. So get
I was just
ready.
going to say we get broke twice. First paintball.
The
then
casinos love them.
I don't know. It'd be more expensive. My wife going shopping or my wife sitting there shooting paint with an electronic marker.
Ooh.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Which
Well,
one gets me
If
back
they hang with
more?
our group, it's going to be shopping, believe me.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
exactly.
But I'll keep it right on the field.
I love it. Well, I'm going to look forward to doing that now. I think that's going to be very, very cool. Man, Bill, I wish you could come down and do that with us too.
That
And
would be,
Zach.
that's pretty damn close to the WCPL. I'll probably be at Tim's Field working. So.
Yeah, you guys have just about got that nailed down right now, don't you?
Oh yeah, it's almost ready. So-
Gumby will be there, right?
Yeah,
gonna be
Gumby's going to
there?
be there. Oh, you
All
should
right.
see you know what our team is, bud? Oh, check this
Oh,
out.
oh,
Oh. What's going on, Tim?
Hey, if Bill's going to be at my field working, I'll come out.
hey!
Come on out, brother.
I love
Come on
it.
out.
Yeah, hell, I'll give him the keys and I'll come out and have some fun.
Right on.
I love it.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
Bud,
can get it done early, and then Greg can just run it, and then we can be in California.
oh yeah. Yeah, see, he's trying to hitch a ride with you out here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he ain't coming with me. He said he was going to be there working, so that means I don't have to be there.
I love it. What do you think of these clowns, Tim?
I love him. I'll tell you, I know Zach barely, and I know Gumby pretty good. And Gumby, if he's representative of what that team's about, they're first class because he is my favorite.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah, we were just saying, he hasn't said much, man. You know, Julie came on, his wife, she talked more than Gumby has the whole show.
Oh, I thought that was his daughter.
Ah! Oh, man, you are the best schmoozer I know.
He's not even on the camera. I can see the brown on the nose.
With that outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bud's even got his clown suit on. Looks pretty good, huh?
That.
See that, old man?
That's great. Man, you should have seen we got 12 inches of rain last night. The field's it's like a foot of water on the road to get into the place.
12 inches of rain.
Last night, so it's the record rain we've had in one night ever in St. Louis.
God, that's like, what, 6 years for us out here, huh, guys?
Oh, my God. Yeah, see
We
it,
didn't
man.
get any.
Yeah, we couldn't even get into the field today.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, you got one of the best fields I've ever seen. I can't wait for the people to go in there to see that.
Yeah, it's
Incredible.
coming along pretty good.
Yep. I told Bill that you got the trophies and you like them.
Oh, they're beautiful. No, the trophies, we got the medals, we got the rings, we got everything, man. Thanks for your help in that. And yeah, stuff looks really good.
Yeah, I can't not wait for that tournament. I just and Bud and I are going to go down. Man, if you could come out there, that'd be so cool. Bud and I are going to go down and play that Decay of Nations down there at SC Village on the 1st and the 2nd, or 2nd and 3rd, something like that. Anyhow.
God, that'll be cool. Hey, I got the play paintball car on TV 3 times 2 weeks ago.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, we got a 1st, a 2nd, and a 3rd.
That's Tim's race car. Tim sponsors a race car. Hey, you spend all your time running around now. You ever spend any time at the field, or is that just Greg's job?
Yeah, no, well, Greg runs it. I mean, I'm working on the tournament field, but I'm leaving Friday to go racing again. I'll be gone for another 10 days.
Wow. Lucky guy, man. Very cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Well, hey, listen, I'll let you get back to the guys. I just, you got a cool bunch of guys on there, man. Every one of them's a winner. I just can't wait till I get to play when they're playing out there again.
Well, we love you, Tim.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you guys.
All right, buddy.
Love
You
you,
stay
brother.
safe. Stay hi to
Bye.
Terry.
Yeah.
I'll do it. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, everybody. That was Tim Schloss, owns Gateway Paintball. Had Tiger Stripe back in the day, and we have the Tiger Stripe coming back out again. So we actually got it, but Tim wasn't happy with he wants the exact shades of the old Tiger Stripes. So the new batches should have been here a couple days ago, but it's still floating through customs. So we should get it here in the next couple of days. But it's going to be the authentic Tiger Stripe. It's going to be just so very, very cool. So, guys, I got to tell you, I appreciate so much you all coming on tonight.
Thank you.
We kind of blew through our hour here. Rojo, go ahead, Bill.
I was going to say that was the fastest hour that's ever gone by, but I think it's because I cleared my desk of parts.
Well, between that and these guys clowning around,
Yeah.
I mean, it just poor Gumby, man. I mean, I love the nose, Gumby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was telling everybody earlier. I said I was going to go. They have a party shop here. I was going to go get a big red hair and a big rubber nose. And then everybody kept telling me I look like a clown without anything. So
I was born with both of those.
No respect. So, yeah. Rojo, I appreciate it. So I'm very, very glad
Thank
I met you. I want
Fred,
you
for
to,
what you do. You know.
yeah, I want you to friend me on
Thank you,
Facebook so we can hook up and talk a little bit. And then I
For
want to
sure.
come down and do that at
SC Village.
SC Village. I'll
yes,
come
sir.
down and grab Bud, and Bud and I'll swing over there, and we'll go out and we'll have a good time. I think
Oh,
it'd
it'll
be
be
pretty
awesome.
cool. So I'm going to let you say goodbye to everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thank you, everybody. You know,
Thanks for being on, man.
thanks for having me
It was
on.
awesome.
You know, thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to
Bye,
meeting you
bro.
face to face, and looking forward to
Okay,
having you
right
on
on,
again.
Bye, Gumby.
All right.
Bye, Bill.
I love this. I love this clowning around. Right on. Take it easy, buddy. Yeah, there you go. Right on. He's a cool guy. You know, Gumby, you were right. Gumby says he says you're gonna like Rojo. Rojo's a cool guy. You called it, buddy. Absolutely. I love it. All right. Oop. Oh, oof. Sorry.
Oop.
It should be oops. But all right, Zach. You're next, buddy. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. But first, I want to thank you so much for coming on tonight. I appreciate it. And I know you got to be proud to be with the Clown Squad here. They're a great group of people.
It took a long time, but I'm happy to be here.
Hey, Oof, I like that smile of yours. Keep it up, man. That's a for sure. I'm not joking around. I love it. You always got a smile on. There's something wrong with that. I love you, brother.
Yeah, what are you sitting on? Anyhow, go ahead and.
I know his eyes rolling a little bit, so I'm not sure what it is.
Oh my God. So much for the kids show. All right, all right, Zach, I'm going to say goodbye to everybody.
It's like a rope pull.
The string broke.
Yeah, but thanks a lot for being on tonight, my friend.
No.
Bye, everybody.
Gonna keep it simple, huh?
Great.
You have a
great
good
having
evening,
you,
Zach. You take it
See you
easy, my
later.
friend. Bye-bye. Zach Arbuckle, everybody. He's Gumby, he's a great addition to the Clowns. He's a
Gumby.
good guy.
Hey, Gumby, you need to gargle with something tonight because you talk so much, and your throat's gonna be sore.
I know. I just can't keep my mouth shut, I flap my gums all day long.
Oh, yeah, man. Love you,
Well, you were right about Rojo, though, putting him on. That was very cool. And I already knew Zach. I knew Zach was going to be a great interview. Zach's a kick in the butt.
They're all great. Yeah.
But, hey, I appreciate you being on tonight, Gumby. Even if you had to use your wife's phone, I think it's very, very
No
important.
problem. I'll be a little more prepared next time.
We'd like to get you a little bit more in the conversation because, you're about as entertaining as they come. So, but hey, Julie made up for it. Boy, you tagged off to her and it was great.
Yeah, we compliment each other.
You do. Yeah, you do.
You got one of the best paintball families I think I've ever met. And what you and Julie do for your kids is phenomenal. There's got to be a bigger word than that, but I'm just going to go with phenomenal because I think that you raised your kids so good and you made them such good players and such good people that when we finally check out, they're going to be there to carry on for us.
Oh, absolutely. I appreciate the words. It means a lot coming from you.
Oh, it's easy to say because it's the truth. I watch everybody, and I've watched you, and you had my attention the minute you spent 2 hours working on that damn marker for me that was so froze up and didn't even know me, just jumped right in. You and Roman, God bless his soul. You guys jumped right in and took over. And ever since then, you've had my respect. And then to meet the rest of your family, I can see why your family is that way too. So very cool, my friend.
Much appreciated, sir.
I'm going to let you say goodbye to everybody.
Oh, bye. Bye.
Later, brother.
Another simple one, gosh.
we'll, we'll, we'll see you guys here eventually somewhere along the lines. You
Well, I'm
know,
hoping to come down to that Decay of Nations. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Hook up with Bud and hook up with you guys and just go have a great time.
absolutely,
And
absolutely.
definitely looking forward to St. Louis. We got a pretty good team, my friend.
That'll be fun. It'll be nice to go back. St. Louis is a beautiful place, and I'd like to spend more time there.
Yeah, well,
It's nice.
actually, you've got you, me, Bud. We've got Marcus Davis and Bart Farmer from England, and Jocko is going to play with us, and Mean Gene. I mean, we got a terrific team. So I look to do pretty good there. And then Bill's the ref, so we won't have Bill, we won't have Hell, and we won't have Tim. So all we can do is hope we get the other field.
I'll be there in spirit.
Yeah, right on. All right, Gumby, you have a good evening, buddy.
All right, thank you, sir. You guys all have a good night, and we'll see you guys again and have fun.
You guys all stay
Later.
safe. All right.
See ya, Gumby.
Later, brother. Take care.
What a great guy, huh? I mean,
He's a hell of a
ever since I
worker.
met him, he's just been first class all the way. And then his family and everything. God, just
He
I love
helped
it.
pack up the
Great
museum.
guy. Great
He
guy.
knows how to pack guns. I mean, he was nonstop.
oh, he's a player. Oh yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. You don't let that suit fool you. Well, you're laughing. He's smacking. Take my word for it.
Yeah, years ago, I think it was like 2005 or so. It was the team captain of the Psycho Clowns. They were at Oklahoma D-Day, and I told my guy down there that was in charge of those tanks guarding the beach that was down there. I said, we're not taking any surrenders. And him and the referee come walking up the hill from that beach with a white flag. And my buddy called me on the radio and said, hey, we got the clowns down here and they're wanting to discuss, surrenders. So I walked all the way down there from the airport, because I didn't have any tanks with me at the time, and climbed up in the tank and grabbed hold of the machine gun and mowed them all down. I said, no surrenders. I turned around and walked back up off the field. They're all looking at each other like, what the hell is that? I said, no quarter. I told them right there in the beginning, no quarter,
I love it. I love
That's
it.
cool. That's cool.
Well, Bud, thanks a lot for jumping on tonight, buddy. I know everybody loves seeing you on there, and seeing you with the jersey on is just that's priceless.
Well, thank you
Absolutely.
for inviting me, man. I appreciate it and love you guys. And I'll talk at you later. And had a great show, great people. You can't ask for anything better. Like normal, you're always got the best, man.
I love
So,
you, brother. I really do.
Same here.
You
all
tell
right.
Kathy I said hi.
You do the same.
All right,
Bye.
brother.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I don't have to tell everybody who that was. I mean, jeez. Bud Orr, I
Everybody knows
got
Tom K.
it. That name just that's just paintball, period.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should change his middle name and just make it paintball, Bud Paintball Orr. I think that's got a ring, kind of rolls off my lips. I like that. I might talk to him about that.
Yep.
Pretty good show, Billy.
Yep. It was fun seeing Gumby and everybody. So hadn't
Yeah,
seen
well-
Zach in about, I don't know, a year probably, but
Great group. Next week we got the PBSL guys on.
yep.
So that's going to be a lot of fun too. There's some great guys. So I'm looking forward to that.
Have they had any tournaments since they were on last time, or?
Yeah, they've had 2 of them, and they've got another one coming up. That's what we're going to
wow.
discuss. So
Heck yeah.
should be
Sweet.
pretty cool.
All right. Well, see everybody.
All right, Billy. All right, everybody. This is Mr. William Bailey. Bill's on with me every week, and I just want to thank everybody that was on tonight. And I want to particularly thank all our viewers. You guys, you viewers mean an awful lot. Not just to me. You mean a lot to me, but to the people that come on and to the sport itself. You kind of just show that everybody the interest in it. The more interest that we take and we put out there, the more interest people are going to want to come and join us and be part of paintball. And that's how we make paintball grow. Remember, we all work together to make the sport grow, and we're doing it. Jump on board with us, man. I mean, first of all, you can have a lot of fun hanging out with us, number one. But number two, you can know that you have worked very, very hard to make a sport grow, something that we absolutely love. So, guys, ran a little long again. So sorry. Next week, PBSL, I want you to tune in. But until then, till next Tuesday evening, 7 o'clock Pacific time on Facebook on Flag Pole Productions, please play hard, play safe, play fair, get out there and play paintball. Good night, everybody.